now welcoming Brian to the sofa. So hello, Brian.
Hello.
So you're kind of known as Mr. Hellmingham now, I think.
Probably, yes. It seems like after 8 years of doing the commentaries and the judging, it does tend to go like that. I'm dressed a bit strange because we do a best dress competition and I'm trying to generate a bit more interest in that.
Oh gosh, yes. Well, I think you look fabulous. I'd dress like that every day if I could.
Yeah, great. And why not?
So we've been hearing your voice over the tannoy all day today, looking at the cars, talking about all the different cars. What has been your most favourite car that you have seen here today?
Oh, it's so difficult because the quality and the diversity is really difficult at this event. But one car I particularly like was the Marauder, which is quite a rarity, and also the Lee Francis Lynx, which is a really rare car. Only two were produced, and that car I actually inspected about 2 years ago when it was first restored. Inspected it and valued it for its insurance purposes. So yeah.
Amazing. Well, when you were doing the car run where all the cars come up and walk around, it seems like you have such a wealth of knowledge, Brian. Is that your 8 years experience, or did you have experience before that?
Well, my whole life I've been a car nut, really. Right from a small child, I think the third word I learnt was car. And anything with an engine, really, I love. My other passion is historic aircraft, so between the two I bore the pants off of people, but it's something that I love and really enjoy doing. And I suppose over the years, because I've enjoyed doing it, I've learnt more and more. I'm a bit of a sponge, really. I read about something or whatever and I retain that knowledge. Yeah, so yeah, brilliant.
Amazing. And well, it's been such a fun day. What is your most favourite part of the day, I guess? Because there's lots of different elements to the day, isn't there?
Going home. No, I'm only joking. Oh, it's so difficult. I think it's really talking to people about their cars, and there's so many lovely stories. It's the car they might be talking about might not be outstanding, but it's the history, or it was owned by someone, or it did this. My own car is a 1937 Wolseley, and in World War II it was used by the Army Intelligence Corps as a surveillance car in London, so it spied on the spies. So that's what's so interesting about cars, really. It's not just the specification or who made them, it's really about the individual story behind that car.
Definitely, and I feel like stories like that, especially with classic car enthusiasts, they can really resonate with everyone. Like, for example, having a certain car where everyone's like, oh, well, my mum used to have one of those, and I've got a story about me driving to Scotland on a holiday in one of those. And I feel like that part of the classic car world is really important.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah.
I think, all of us up to a certain age have got such memories of cars and, like you say, family holidays or going to see grandma or going to school in it or whatever, first job, or it's about nostalgia. And I think British people were very nostalgic, not just about cars, but if you start talking about radio programs or TV programs or even the types of sweets they had when they was kids. They ramble on for ages, and I think that's one of the great things about Britain, really, is because we do love our history, especially cars. And you think about all the different makes of cars, in the 30s and just after World War II, there was like hundreds of them. So every car was slightly different, and that's what makes it so interesting.
Definitely, and I think there is such an eclectic mix of cars here as well. Like, a couple of other people that I've spoken to have said that's what they absolutely love about this show, is that you've got your car clubs with all different types of car, but then you've got such a different mix when they're all just kind of scattered all together, which is really special.
One of the hardest things is, judging. I mean, I don't have a lot of time to judge, but I try and do it in a fair and organised way. But when you're judging sort of like, I don't know, an XR3 1970s or 80s, and then the next car you're looking at is a 1919, it's really quite diverse and quite difficult.
Can I ask you, what are you looking for when you are judging the cars? What is the kind of thing that makes you tick, that makes you think, yes, I'm going to go for this one this year?
Obviously presentation. If it's original, it's got to be good. If it's been restored to what standard it's been restored to. I particularly like original specifications, or if it has been modified, it's been modified in a way that doesn't detract from what it was.
Yeah.
And that's really it, really. And sometimes the story behind the actual car might swing it one way or another.
Amazing. And I've got to ask you, just as you're here, what do you think about our Jaguar E-Type behind me?
Well, I think, wow, what a prize. I particularly like the coupe, and this is a coupe, and I love that colour. That is, and with the chrome wheels, it's what a prize for someone, you know, brilliant.
Definitely.
I can't win it because I've got nowhere to put it, but I'd love to win it.
So someone who does win it is going to be very lucky indeed.
I think so. I'm not really green with envy, but yeah, it is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous car.
Oh, thank you so much. And Brian, will we see you again next year?
I hope so. They're already talking about what we're going to do next year, so obviously their intention is to include me. I hope so, because I really love the show. Fellow car enthusiasts are always decent people to talk to. So lovely, like yourself.
Oh, bless you. Well, thank you so much for having a chat with us, and hopefully we'll see you again next year where it's sunny all day and we won't get rained on.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you so much.